process of recording today's session for quality assurance purposes. So please be sure that you keep your microphones muted unless I ask a question. Also, be sure that you keep your cameras off unless I ask you to turn it on. And yes. We're going to start with something that I'm quite sure many of you should be interested in, okay? We're going to start with something I'm sure many of you should be interested in. So I want everybody to take a minute and I want you to study the flyer. Study the flyer that you see on the screen because you're going to be using it in just a minute. Just study it. Okay, there are 21 participants in this quiz, and we have a total of 38. It's looking pretty good.
Yeah,
Tony, you have
38.
something to say? Yeah.
No, I was just going to tell you, yeah, 38.
Yeah. So let's get the rest of you in here. All right, guys, it's 28 out of the 38 of you. We're going to get this show on the road, and the rest of you will be able to come in. 29, I like what I am seeing. Welcome back to school. Today, we're going to do the formal letter of invitation. Now, y'all can see Miss Johnson currently has a birthday flyer. There are no names on this birthday flyer, and of course, there is a date, there's a location, there is information on what to expect, and these are the things that we would like you to consider, okay? On this quiz, because I'm going to make this available for Bahamian and international audiences, I was sure to write that this is the Bahamian version of the formal letter of invitation. But to pique your interest today, I want us to look and I want us to study the flyer. And I want you to just write me a quick paragraph about 4 lines inviting people to this event. It is your birthday party. Just 4 lines. 4 lines. Let's see who gets all of the information that they need to get using the flyer. So look at the flyer, and I want you to invite somebody. Use it to invite somebody to your birthday party. It's your birthday. They are one of the 20 people. You could only have 20 people, and they are one of the 20 people you could invite. So that makes them special. I see no responses yet, boy. Oh no! Jeremy, I know you weren't finished, so rewrite this, please. You can send your address. That's Cordero. Florencia, you only write Florencia birthday party. Got enough information, Florencia?
Yes, I misimpressed send.
Okay. Come on,
Right.
right. Okay, guys, right. More y'all should be writing. I want to see how would you all use this flyer to write me an invitation. 4 sentences.
I need more time, please.
Well, no, this is no, don't think about it too hard. Um, don't think about it too hard. Just write four lines. Remember, I said sentences, guys. Sentences. Sentences have a subject and they have a predicate. I don't want us to take too long on this question because this is just a warm up. Okay, see Jeremy. Okay, Xavier, but Xavier, you inviting yourself to your own birthday party?
No, think of my name being TJ or something like that. Don't think of you, Xavier.
But that's not what the question said. That's not what the question said, Xavier. I could need y'all to focus. Tony, you reading this?
Jokes.
I know. Oh, it's gonna be the best day of your life.
Oh.
Okay, Damari. Hello there. You are the one of 20 people to receive this invitation to my birthday party. He start off. Yeah, babe. You special.
Yes, you
Come
get
down.
invited out of 20 persons.
You could only invite 20 people. Any more than 20 people, the COVID police showing up.
Hello? 20 is a little too much anyhow.
I agree. But think about them people who only could have had 10 people to their wedding, though, Tony. Gee.
That's why plenty people, put it this way, plenty persons upset with COVID. Then again, plenty persons are excited because you don't got to worry about feeding all them people who come to your wedding anyhow just looking for food.
Child, if I could have get married during COVID, I would have run get married during COVID. Because after COVID, I had to tell everybody, okay, I having a party.
All
Because I
right.
a small wedding anyhow. Okay, guys. I know what I'm looking though now, Tony. So, y'all have to wait a little longer. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna end the question now. It's 9:20 a.m. I see quite a few responses, so I'm gonna just read through these as they come in, okay? So you can send your address. That's from Cadero. That's not exactly what we wanted. Hey, Bradon Williams, I'm having a birthday party and our invitation is going to be very fun. Guys, why are we having so many run-on sentences today? D'Angelo says, Dear Fred, my birthday is tomorrow and I invite to my birthday party. Guys, this is Janae. Welcome to my B-Day. For more info, 819-9098. I hope that's not your real phone number, Janae. Dear Xavier, how are you doing? I'm writing this letter so that you can be invited to my birthday party. It will be held April 12th, and I really want you to come and party with me. That's the most complete one. It doesn't have everything that you need, but it's most complete. Dear friends, I am inviting you to my 13th birthday party. It is going to be the best day of your life. Okay. Hello there. You are the one of 20 people to receive this invitation to my birthday party. Come down on Saturday, February 20th. Don't miss it. That's a command. Spoppin', I'm having the exciting, extravagant. I like that descriptive word, Sarah. Birthday party, and I want to come. I want you to come. My birthday is April the 12th. You are birthday pool party. Quentin, me and you can fight for this grammar. Hello, Tavius, me and you can fight too. Me, you, and Miss Tony. Miss Tony and I can gang up on you for this. Hello, you are invited to my birthday party. Make sure to bring a friend with you. Okay then, Sylvana. Sylvana say bring your friend. Noted. I live on Elizabeth Estates. Make it on time this Tuesday, February 26th. You will have the best day of your life. So guys, I'm going to scroll down just a bit and we'll talk about some of these responses before we get into the class. On my birthday, I am going to link up my brother Skilly Bang. So the party is going to be smash up. My brother, we're going to play Crocodile Teeth, so join the party. All right, that's very specific. Florencia Pierre birthday party is September 19th on Prince Charles Drive-Thru. You can bring gifts, wear your mask, and bring hand sanitizer for protection. Hello there. You are the one of 20 people to receive this invitation to my birthday party. Come on down, Saturday, February 20th. Don't miss it. Okay, so it's a couple of things that I want to point out, okay? This flyer, you guys, thank you so much for your participation. This flyer was more or less a prompt, okay? It is a piece of information that you use and take information from to complete your answer. So the question says, use the flyer to write a short invitation to your birthday party. So there are a few things that we need to consider. You have to read the prompt carefully, guys. Now, Miss Tony is somebody that is accustomed to marking national exams. Miss Johnson has marked religious studies exams, so we have directed writing portions as well. When we look at the flyer is incredibly festive. It's about a birthday party. Normally, when you have birthday parties, you want to ask people, request people, you want to invite people to attend and participate in your special day. So on the flyer, we see that there is some important information. We know what type of event it is. It is a birthday party. We know which day the event is, April the 12th. What is missing from this day and the date? Something is missing. We're missing two important details. Does anybody know which two important details are specifically missing? Go ahead, Florencia. I see your hand is raised.
What time?
What time? Perfect. Because Friday, April the 12th starts at midnight. So, I mean, we're on curfew. You want the people break curfew to come to your birthday party? Sarah, what else is missing?
The year.
Yes, the year. How do I know that this is the current birthday party? And if you sent this through our Bahamian mail system, this might have been coming since 2020. Because we was on lockdown, right, Miss Tony?
Sure was.
Now, let's look at the location. We can assume that this is going to be in the Bahamas since we are here in the Bahamas. It says Style Park, that's fine. Now, what specifically tells us the type of birthday party? Is this going to be a classy birthday party where you have to put on your good clothes, your suit and tie, your ball gown? What type of birthday party is this going to be?
Well, you gotta be wearing hazmat suits because of COVID.
Boy. Okay, that is one option, but what guys, let's be serious. Let's look at the flyer. Let's take a look at the flyer, okay? How are people going to be dressed? Let's look and use our context clues. We're reading the prompt now. Let's look at our context clues. How should people be dressed? Yes, Sarah?
Casual.
Casual, they should be in casual clothing. What context clue tells us that they should be in casual clothing? Anton, your hand was raised. Okay, go ahead, Florencia.
The balloons.
Definitely the
Games.
balloons, Perdon, but what else?
But what do you call it? And the I give up.
What? Come on, guys.
They should be dressed in park clothes, like clothes you wear to the park.
Why is that?
Because it said Friday, April 12th at Style Park.
Okay, so we're looking at the fact that there are very festive and colorful balloons. It says Style Park, but we're missing another big detail here. Go ahead, Florencia.
They having games.
Says they'll be having games and clowns and mermaids.
Yes, absolutely. Games, clowns, and mermaids. And so that gives us the idea that this is a child or teenager party, depending on how well they execute the theme, is going to be at an open park. And so you would want to be dressed comfortably. Now, even though this is on a park, is this event open to everyone?
No, ma'am.
No, it is
Wow.
not open
No,
to
ma'am.
everyone. How do we know that?
It says guest list only.
It's
It
Yes,
show
says
it on the left.
only.
very good. It says guest
Yeah.
list only.
Yes.
So that brings us to the importance of the invitation letter. Even though this is a flyer, it says guests list only. So that means that you have to create a guest list, but also what do you have to do when you create this guest list? How is the guest going to know that they are on your list? What do you need to do?
Invitation.
I have a list with their name on it.
Yes, but how do they know that their name is on this list?
Send an
When-
invitation.
The
You
invitation.
must send an invitation.
I
So
said
when
that.
we see now, invitations normally go out through email nowadays. But if it is somebody that you really care about and you have a very personal touch that you would like, we
Bring it to school.
normally hold on. We normally in marketing and advertising send out personalized gift cards, personalized letters of invitation, especially if it is something that we're spending a lot of money on. Miss Tony can tell you that if you get invited, for example, to Government House, they do send you either a written invitation on very expensive paper with a very nice envelope and gold writing, or if it is a state function, they send you a letter, and the letter has your name, your address, your invitation. It has the date, the time, and the location of the event. It has all of the details you need to know about the event, and sometimes it even has the reason why you were invited in particular. It tells you what the dress code is so that you don't show up looking out of place. And so all of these different things are the reason why letters of invitation are important and how they are set out. Now, we are no stranger to the business letter. On your screen, you should see the parts of the letter, the business letter in general, but we also need to remember the parts of the letter of invitation. So here we have the heading, which includes the return address and the date. The return address in the example on the screen is P.O. Box N 321, Nassau, comma, the Bahamas. One space in between that, and the date is the 8th of October 2020. Notice it goes day, month, and then year. Then you have on the left-hand side the inside address, which is the name and the address of the person the letter of invitation is going to. The name is Mr. Dion Miller. His position is the manager. He works at Timex Watch Hut. And the postal address, this is where the invitation will be placed for him to collect, is P.O. Box N123. And he is in Nassau, the Bahamas. Next, we have the greeting. Dear Mr. Miller. It is a business letter, so we have his title, which is Mr., and then you have his last name, Miller, followed by the colon. That is the greeting. Then we get straight into the body of the letter. Notice that they do not say, hi, how are you doing? This is not a friendly letter. It is a business letter. So they get straight to the point. I am writing this letter, and then they explain what is happening there. This example is an example of a letter of complaint, but we're using this specifically to show how the letter is structured. You have 3 paragraphs for the body, and notice that these are not very long paragraphs. The difference between writing a letter and writing a story is that the letter gets straight to the point so that you don't waste the paper or confuse your reader or recipient. So this should be easy as long as you know what to include in each paragraph of the letter. After the body, we have the closing. The closing is usually sincerely, respectfully, kind regards, just one or two words that begin with a capital letter for the first word, and the phrase within itself is closed off with a comma. And finally, we have the signature. And the signature is always two names, your first and your last name. Ms. Tony and I are going through this again with you all today, not because you're going to be writing a business letter today, but because it's incredibly important for you guys to remember that the structure for the business letter does not change. So once you get the structure down, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4 points, 5 points, you get 6 points, 7, 8 points. 8 points for the letter itself, the format, if you get it correct, as well as the envelope, okay? So don't lose your points, guys. Let's focus on how it should be structured. Now let's get into why we write a letter of invitation. So a letter of invitation is a communication used to invite someone to an event or to participate in certain activities. Like we've said, the letters are formal in tone and follow a formal format. So, grade 8, we are not saying, hey, babe, man, I have one party that, on Saturday, babe, come true. Make sure you wear your mask and you keep it on unless you're eating or drinking still. We can have things, you know, we can have things, we can have entertainment. Babe, if you have your extra PS5 controller, bring that too, because we can hook it up and everybody can play, you know? True, Jala, still. Because that's how some of y'all is right for real. So you want to keep it formal and professional. Most often, what happened?
That's exactly how my auntie funeral went down.
That's exactly how your auntie does what?
That's exactly how a funeral party went. That's exactly how a funeral party went down.
Exactly. I know. But see, the thing is, I know how y'all go. So that's not even something that I am surprised about, because you guys speak and you write the way that you speak. So we need you all to
You
practice
talk
code
bad.
switching. Sorry?
You talk bad.
Yes, you speak very poorly. But the thing is, it's not that you speak badly. It's just that we need you guys to practice code switching. The way that we speak is a result of our African heritage, which is a different story altogether. Sometimes it's not speaking badly unless you are trying to speak the Queen's English and you are not using the words and the grammar correctly. It's one thing to speak in dialect or to speak in Bahamian dialect or Bahamian Creole, and another thing, and to do it intentionally. And it's another thing to try to speak the Queen's English and do it unintentionally and speak it poorly. There's a big difference between the two. But when it comes to this type of formal writing, we need you to practice speaking the Queen's English and writing the Queen's English. And then when you do your creative writing pieces, there's a way to use your Bahamian Creole, the way that it is intended to be spoken and knowing when to use it. But in this case, we're going to write using the proper language, okay? Everybody understands? Ooh, we looking good. 39 out of 43 y'all in here, Miss Tony. Our Children Day is doing it. I'm so excited.
Yeah, they popping in.
That's it. Come get these grades, child. Get these grades. Okay, so letters of invitation are most often used when inviting someone to a business function or event, inviting someone to your home to live or stay for a short period of time. We'll talk about this in just a second. When you are providing proof that you will be responsible for someone from another country coming to stay in your home. Now, believe it or not, grade 8, there's a practical application for the letter of invitation. I will give you a personal anecdote. When I was younger, my mom used to have a Jamaican caretaker. We call her a caretaker because she wasn't a maid. What she did is she made sure that she did light house cleaning, but she was also responsible for me and my brothers and sisters while she lived with us. Now, in order for her to get her work permit, because she was employed by my parents as a live-in caretaker, we had, or my mother had to write a letter to her. So she couldn't be on the island of New Providence while Mommy those wrote the letter. She had to be in her house in Jamaica, and Mommy would have to send the letter to Jamaica to her. And she would have to send that letter, a letter of acceptance, back to say, yes, I accept your proposition to stay in your home and to work with you. Mommy would have to take a copy of both the invitation letter and the acceptance letter to the Department of Immigration. And that's when she would have to apply to have our housekeeper come to live with us and say that my mother would be responsible for providing a home and providing employment as well as paying for her. And Mommy would pay her insurance and also pay for her food and, you know, all of the things that were associated with it. So if you have family members that are here and they are working for Bahamian families, they had to have had a letter of invitation that was taken to the Department of Immigration so that they could have their work permit approved. Okay, and that's the importance of knowing how and why we write these letters. That is the practical application. If we do not have those letters, chances are the person that is staying with you will meet with some, I don't want to say, it would be not only uncomfortable, but it would also be very embarrassing from time to time. And that's why it's important to have these documents. Remember, the letters that go through the post office, they are in fact proof of citizenship. They are also proof of where you live, your proof of address, and they also make people responsible for you. So this is the reason why we still write letters. Miss Tony, you have anything you want to add here before I move on to the last two?
No, you're doing a great job, Johnson. They just got to remember, short, precise, and to the point.
Okay, good. So this is why we write these letters. And then sometimes, like I had alluded to earlier, you have inviting someone to an important state function. So Miss Tony and I said government house. Sometimes you would want to go to like the Red Cross ball or well, it's it's politics season. And, you know, people about to do the absolute most with politics right now. So that's another story altogether. Plenty invitations should be going out for online events. And finally, asking someone to attend an event. Ms. Johnson is a person that speaks at events very, very often. And I have turned down quite a few, even though they were online events, because I'm really zoomed and teamed out for these functions. But I always get invitations for functions. So you receive these information, these things. Ooh, 41, good looking up. Now, let's look at formatting the body of the business letter so we can organize our writing. How should the letter of invitation be formatted? I'd like for you guys to screenshot this information, please, because we are about 41 minutes into the session. And what we're going to do is I'm going to save this recording. I'm going to put it into the learning portal. And then we're going to continue on Thursday when we get to class. But how should the letter of invitation be formatted? Firstly, you need to have the greeting. The second thing is paragraph 1 should be the purpose for writing. You need to tell people why you are writing and about the event. Paragraph 2 is the first part of the question. We're going to break down a question in another session, the same way that we broke down the flyer, so that we will know how to organize our thoughts when writing a letter of invitation. Paragraph 3 focuses on the second part of the question. Paragraph 3 focuses on the second part of the question. So again, the prompt will tell you what to include, and then you will probably have to add things to it. So you need to learn how to organize your thoughts. Paragraph 4 will focus on the third part of the question. And finally, you will have your closing and signature. So it's technically 4 paragraphs, 1 introduction, 1 conclusion, then the closing and the signature, 2 real body paragraphs. So let's think about it. Everybody, let's take a second. I'm going to read the prompt out loud, and then you are also going to read it silently for about 30 seconds, and I'm going to ask a few questions based on it. You are organizing an online youth conference for your graduating class. Write a letter to your favorite celebrity, inviting them to give a presentation at the conference. In your letter, include details about the conference, invite them to give a presentation and say why you are inviting them, and say what their presentation should be about. Now, I'm going to give you about 30 seconds. I want you to read this prompt carefully. You're going to be asked a few questions in the next few slides about this prompt. So read it carefully, grade 8. Okay, now that our 30 seconds are up, let's answer the questions that follow. The receiver, who is the letter for? Okay, when we read the question, we need to remember who the letter is for. Now, based on the prompt that you were given, who should this letter be addressed to?
Favorite celebrity.
Our favorite celebrity. Now, does it say sports celebrity? Does it say, sorry?
You just say celebrity, so it wasn't specific.
Excellent. It wasn't specific. So that means it gives you the opportunity to choose your celebrity and choose the reason why you chose the celebrity. So let's move on, okay? So it's open for interpretation. All right, guys. Okay. Ooh. Guys, do you need me to repeat that question? Good job, Janae, Sarah, Damari. Do we need to restart this question?
Yes, Mom.
Y'all can get it right anyhow. So no, we can move on to the next one. Now, the question was based on the prompt. Your letter is going to be addressed to 1, your principal, your favorite celebrity, your homeroom teacher, or the guidance counselor. Now, why is it that if we just said your favorite celebrity, did some of you say your principal and your homeroom teacher? Your principal and your homeroom teacher were not mentioned at all in that prompt. So please remember that as we go through the process of reading the prompt, we underline or we highlight the information that's important to us. We are writing to our favorite celebrity. Okay. Let's go, guys. 20 seconds left. Come on, guys. We cannot spend a whole 2 minutes. So it's 22 out of 44 that have answered. Sarah, Sylvana, Janelle, Tamia, Xavier, DeAndre, Ernesto. Tamia, I see you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Sandriana, Wayniqua. Let's go, Bridon, Stiana, D'Angelo, and Lataria. Let's go, guys. Tamia, we need to figure out why it is that you need like 4 different accounts in at the same time, because it seems like you keep getting dropped out or something. Come on, guys. There are, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these are Tamia, -4. So we need 40 responses in total. I only have 29. Remember, the points are awarded for accuracy and then speed. So if you want to move up, you need to answer correctly, and then you need to answer quickly.
Miss Johnson, I already answered. I missed and log in twice.
Okay, that's fine. You have 2 devices, eh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, Tamia is logged in like 6 times or 5 or 6 times. Okay, guys, I'm going to end the question now. Boy, fingers crossed that y'all do sense on this one. And moving to the top of the leaderboard, we have Tavius. Congratulations. Oh, wow. Miss Tony, you see this?
Yes, I do.
Now, let's look at this, guys. Why would you leave the address blank? If everybody, if your favorite celebrity is to receive this, how are they going to receive this if you do not have an address? Remember, this is a fantasy situation, so you are able to create an address. If we don't have an address for a celebrity and we want to send them something, what do we normally do in the era of social media?
Put your address.
No, we do not use our address. How do we find celebrities on social media?
Instagram.
We go to their Twitter, we go to their Instagram,
DM them.
we DM, or we Google, okay? So when we want to find information on how to address something, we in real life, we go to their social media. But in the exam, we won't be able to go to social media. So you will have to make up a new fictional address. Now let's address the 12 people that said use the school's real address. If you, does a celebrity, I mean, except for if it's me, because I'm your school celebrity. I'm just saying I am, okay? Just love and adore me. But y'all, anyway, we'll talk about that later. Use the school's real address. Does the celebrity live or work at your school?
No, ma'am.
No. So it would make no sense, absolutely no sense whatsoever for us to use the school's real address, would it? If you use the school's address, who is going to receive the invitation?
The school.
The school.
The school.
Yes, so you will wonder why your celebrity didn't turn up to your event, and the reason for that will be because you sent it to the wrong place. So you would need to make up a fictional, a false address, just for the sake of completing the assignment, okay? So when the address has not been given to you, you will have to make it up. Let's go to the last question of the day. Which of the following should go in the receiver's address only? Now, I think this is one of the ones where you can pick more than once. I mean, more than one, if I'm not mistaken. Who is that snoring?
Child, only the good Lord knows.
Okay, I'm gonna download this. Come on, guys. I know this one is gonna trip you guys up a little bit. Okay, guys. Can I end the question now, or who needs a few more minutes? Well, a few more seconds, because y'all probably get 30 seconds left. 30 seconds.
And the question.
Okay, I'll give you all 30 more seconds as I refresh my coffee cup. All right, children, my children. All right, children, Miss Tony and my children. There are 29 of 45 of you who have responded. I guess I have to call names again. I really don't want anybody not to get any points for participation. So we need to have D'Angelo, Stiana, Bradon, Jay, Tamia, Janelle, Sandriana, Xavier Cordero, DeAndre, and Raquel. Can you all respond quickly for me, please? It's 9:54, so our class is supposed to come to an end. Let's respond quickly.
Present.
Okay, 32 out of 45 of you. Pretty good. So let's answer the question. Which of the following should go in the receiver's address only? Okay. And at the very top, we have Sarah, followed by Tavius, Randy, and Jonay. Oh, wow. Interesting. The 20 of you who chose recipient name, you are correct. So it should be the name, the post office box number, the island and the city, and then you would have the country. So the 18 of you that chose street name, that is incorrect because this information is not
I got it
important.
incorrect for the recipient name.
Yes,
I
it
got
is
it
correct.
incorrect.
I need to change this because I probably missed this out. So I'll make the adjustment in your points. Don't worry about that. Y'all will probably see this question again, just as a reminder, in our next class as well. So feel no way about it, okay? I got you. One more for the road. Which of the following is not necessary for completing the receiver's address? Which is not necessary for completing the receiver's address? I love this, Miss Tony. Look at all our children, they participated. We have what, 41 of 46 in session. This looks so good. Sorry, Tony.
Good. I noticed they still didn't answer my second assignment on chapter 5, to market, to market.
Oh boy, and you had such a nice little song, to market, to market.
Oh,
Okay. Let's go grade 8. Let's go. We only have 1 more minute left in the session, and then we go to grade 9. Okay, guys, let's go, let's go, let's go. Sarah, if you haven't, then go ahead. D'Angelo, Bredon, Johnny, Arthonique, Wayniqua, Tamia, Janelle, Sandriana, Xavier, DeAndre, Anderson. I'm waiting on you. Cordero, let's go, guys. We have 1 more minute. You're going to see these questions again. So when you see the answers, try to remember what the answers are thus far. It is not necessary. Oh boy, Miss Tony, you see what they did?
most definitely.
So now we're ending the question, grade 8. Let's see what you did. Who's in the lead today? Sarah is holding on to her lead, followed by Rayanna, who pulled up. Okay. Ms. Johnson needs to correct this. The 6 of you who said receivers' names are incorrect. Maybe when I did the question, I boo-booed. The street name, remember we said that the street name is not necessary. So those of you who answered that correctly, you are absolutely correct. So let's look at the stats for today. Okay, let's look at the stats for today. In first place, we have Sarah. Second, we have Tavius, followed by Randy, and then Rayanna. Chone makes the 5th for the top 5. In the top 10, 6 is Damari, 7th is Quentin, Candisha is at number 8, and Florencia, as well as Jaden, round out the 9 and the 10. Congratulations, guys. Cordelia, you are so close in 11th place, and I am liking what I see. So some of you have no scores as yet because maybe you all got dropped out. Tomorrow, remember, there's no grade 8 class tomorrow. So I would like for everyone to please keep in mind that you need to review the information. I'm going to be putting this video up on our YouTube channel, and I will be placing the replay inside the inside the LMS. Guys, go ahead, Xavier, because it is 10 o'clock. We need to go straight to grade 9. English